Ladies and gentlemen, this is a wonderful opportunity, a great session. So, welcome to CoinNewsExtra AMA series. So, today we're going to be having this session with Project Hydro. So, we're going to be talking about this project that is doing amazingly well. So, you'll be hearing from the innovators behind this project so that they will be explaining more about this awesome project. So, we are streaming live also on Facebook. So, we'll also be kicking our questions from our audience who are joining us from Facebook. So we have a lot of giveaway. Also, our participants, our audience will be standing a chance to win from $100. So let me introduce our guest for today in the series. So I have with me Sarah Kumar, who is the president of Project
Hey
Hydro.
guys,
Sarah, welcome.
hi. How you doing?
You're doing fine. Nice to have you.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
So we have the Vice President of Project Hydro, Carl Uveni. Carl, you're welcome.
Hey everyone, thanks for having me. Awesome to be here.
It's our pleasure. You are welcome. So also joining them is Olufemi Stephen, who is the marketing lead. Olufemi, you are welcome.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm glad to be here. Yeah.
It's our pleasure to have you all. For our audience, we'll be giving you opportunity. So as the program goes on, if you have questions about this you could drop your questions on the chat. So we'll be looking at them. So with good questions, I'll be attending to them. So if you have questions, just to ask those questions. So my name is Lee, which I'm the CEO of CoinNewsExtra. I'll be anchoring this session. So let me move straight to the matter of the day. So looking at this awesome project, could you project and talk briefly about Project Hydro. Let me start with you, Olufemi.
Okay. Yeah. I'm really happy to be here. Thanks for giving me this opportunity to speak here. So yeah, I'll go with the introduction to Hydro and I'll make it very brief. So Hydro is a decentralized, open source project which uses the latest cryptography, which is the cutting edge cryptography, to protect user accounts, identities, and transactions through the use of smart contract protocols and dApps built on the Ethereum blockchain. So a lot of people, companies, developers make use of financial solutions from the traditional finance system, which are often centralized and regulated. Then we thought about creating a platform using the blockchain technology that allows financial inclusion and decentralization, that is, availability and equality of opportunities to access financial services without any central authority while upholding maximum security. Now, that's just the brief introduction about Project Hydro.
Interesting. That's a very nice and brief introduction about this project. So let me come to you, Sarah. You are the president of this project. We have been able to see some things that a lot of things happened last year. So what are some of the achievements you guys made last year?
Okay, well, this is gonna be long. So first of all, to be honest, like I'm really proud of what we achieved in last 6, 7 months. Like the team that we got really lucky. Everyone is so loyal, so hardworking. Whatever we achieved in last 6, 7 months, just because of our team, just because they all work as a team. So let me take it from the start. So the thing is, the community selected 6 of us. It was me, I think Carl was there, and Stephen was there as well. There was only 6 people. We got elected on 11th June, if I'm not wrong. And we only had like 2 developers, and I think there was no blockchain developers at that moment. I mean, like no offense, Carl is really talented, but he didn't have that much, blockchain or Solidity experience. I really love his judgment, though. I think whatever he does, it's really amazing. But we were really short-staffed, you could say, in that sense. So when we got elected, the first task that we had in our hand was to look for more devs who can create products for us. And then we started, reaching out to people on LinkedIn, started reaching out to freshers and all those things. There was a time when we were having like 2 3 interviews per day, and it went on like a month and a half. And shout out to Carl, he stuck with me at that point. He was there with me every day, beside his full the main work that he do. He was with me, and we got it together. In the end, we were able to get at least 3 4 developers who were really good, and because of them we were able to put out like so many products in last 6 7 months. And regarding the products, I could tell you, like, we got remittance app, the alpha version. We put out 3 dApps, including voting, donation, as well as I'm forgetting, like, what's the third dApp?
Sorry, I didn't hear you. The last two.
Yeah, with us, we can hear you.
Yeah, it's okay. So yeah, we got out 3 dApps, and we got out a mobile wallet as well, the web wallet as well with staking, and we also released the Vapor app. It's a carbon emission tracking app, which wasn't in the roadmap, but we thought that we should do it, and we did it. All in all, in 6 7 months, and we are really really proud for what we achieved. It's really amazing. I'm really thankful for a community who was with us on every point, who gave us support, to all the loyal members and all the loyal team members as well.
Thank you very much. So we are looking, a lot of things are moving. We see many projects looking towards NFTs. People are migrating and looking towards that. NFT is now making wave. Seeing as many projects are looking towards that. Are there plans to look towards that direction? Is Hydro having plans to looking towards the direction of NFTs? Carl?
Yeah, of course, we've been looking into the possibility of developing like NFT-based games for our like Snowflake store. But as Ethereum kind of introduces a lot of limitations to such games as of now due to the high, gas fee, we have put those plans aside, really to be revisited once we have infrastructure that make such NFT games that we will link to our Snowflake ID viable, because we want them to be cheap, fast, and stable to provide users of that game with a far better experience than Ethereum could provide at the moment.
Yeah, thank you very much. Looking at what is going on, our audience, in case you are here, you can drop your questions. We'll be taking questions from you guys very soon. We'll also be checking those of them joining us from Facebook will be looking towards that direction. You could stand a chance to win a prize. So let me move to Olufemi. Let me come back to you. We know that Project Hydro is currently trading on different exchanges. Are there plans to be list on bigger exchanges? So, do you guys have plans of listing Project Hydro?
Well, yes, we do have, so many plans to list on bigger exchanges. In order to achieve, or create a suitable trading environment for Hydro. But the issue is just that we don't want to list on exchanges that are not worth it. We want to list on good exchanges, I mean top exchanges. So we don't want to make the same kind of mistakes that was being made by the old team. For now we are building on the Binance Smart Chain, which will help us to list on Binance Smart Chain Swap Exchange, and also get some attention from Binance, which might further lead to listing on Binance Centralized Exchange in the future. With this, we might get attention from other top exchanges like OKEx, KuCoin, Kraken, Coinbase, etc., and probably get listed for free, as we can pay the huge amount they asked for, because we never had any kind of ICO or crowdfunding. So yeah, these are our plans.
Interesting. Let me come back to you, Sarah. What are some of the utilities if I'm holding hydrocoin? What are the advantages of holding it? We see what are the benefits of having hydro?
I'm sorry, I didn't get you. Could you repeat it?
What are the benefits of holding hydro? We see the like Ethereum. What are the utilities of
Okay,
project hydro?
right. Okay, so as you can see, we have like 6 protocols. All of them are different. And I think if I say what Carl usually say, we are totally focused on security and identity. But I don't usually say, I say like we should try to be, multi-platform, just not for security though. We could be anything. We could be a financial platform as well, not just security. So yeah, if you hold a Hydro token, you can do a lot of things. You can use our remittance app. You can use all the dApps. You can use the tokens for voting as well. You can donate to particular charities. You can use a wallet as well to store, of course, and you can stake your tokens as well if you want to get good returns. And I think we are giving really good amount in return, to be honest. It's 7 to 12%, so depending on the amount that you'll stake. So it's really good.
That's very nice. I just wanted to know, there are many advantages when it comes to this, both in this project and the utility. So it's very, very important so people could understand. Let me come to you, Carl. This is a new year and many projects are having plans for the year. So could you explain the roadmap for Project Hydro?
Yeah, I will try to keep it brief, of course, but apart from our roadmap that can be viewed on our website, we do have some big plans actually. We plan to deploy the Hydro protocols to multiple chains and connect them all through an escrow with our ERC20 token on Ethereum. So this will allow for the utility that Saura was talking about in the Hydro protocols to flow basically without restrictions of Ethereum's increasing gas fees. But it would also allow us to thrive on the technical improvements of later generation blockchains. So first up, we have Binance Smart Chain, where we are currently conducting beta tests with our Snowflake store. And also this escrow that will allow for swaps between chains. So this will make the Snowflake store significantly faster and cheaper to interact with. So we're really looking forward to that. After that, we have chosen 2 parachains in the Polkadot ecosystem. We have Plasm and we have Moonbeam. And they will augment our ecosystem in ways that are really interesting, actually. For instance, we could subsidize the entire Snowflake store to make it basically like gas-free. Something that makes all of these NFT games viable that we talked a little bit about earlier. We also have a strategy. We have devised a strategy basically to deal with the supply as our community has requested. So please be on the lookout for interesting developments on our social media next week. Yeah, that's all I can say.
Okay. That's very nice. In case you're just joining us, this is CoinNewsExtra and the series with Project Hydro. So if you have questions, I could see from Facebook some questions are coming in. If you have questions, you could drop it. Just drop your questions, as many questions as possible. I'm going to be asking the last question I have here, so I'll be picking from the audience. So let me see. Maybe Sarah, you could, or the team could, everybody could talk about this. We see that partnership are good ways to advancing projects. So the project has been in the news for partnership with good projects. What are some of the partnerships you have? Are there going to be more partnerships?
Okay, so Project Hydro did 7 partnerships in last 6, 7 months, and it was really difficult to get a partner, especially if you don't have any product. All we had when we came is 6 protocols, and not even six. I think there was only 5. We started working on Mist when we came. It was out of the even the planning when we came. We put it back because that was what hydrogen intended to be in the ecosystem. So my vision was to make hydro watch what was that in 2018. I wanted to make it as attractive to investors, as attractive to companies as it was in 2018. So many things happen in between, but I won't talk about it. So yeah, so we have like 7 partnerships, and one of them is Tusk. What they are doing with us as we are building a wallet for them. Not exactly building, I mean, we are integrating their chain into a wallet, and all their you could say community will be using a wallet and interacting with it on a daily basis. And after that, we have a partnership with SparkPoint. They'll be using Raindrop and Snowflake to secure their user base in their wallet. And after that, we also got like 2 media partnerships, one with, of course, CNE, and second one with Crypto News Net. And the last one, which I want to talk, a bit briefly about, is Emet Chain. So I know it's a small company, but the thing is, they already have a working product which is being tested upon in Andhra Pradesh, in Hyderabad. So they recently got a really good new, you could say, client base. They had a partnership with, uh, the Pharmacy Association of Andhra Pradesh. So what we are looking at here is all of the pharmacies there will be using EMET chain product. And if they're using that, EMET chain products are totally based upon Hydro. They'll be using a Raindrop, Snowflake, ICE, as well as Hydro tokens to make payments. So it will be really, really huge for us. We'll have a really, you could say daily use product. It will be used daily. They also got a partnership in US. I don't have liberty to say which one. It's also a pharmacy association, but we'll soon be announcing like where it is and how it will work and everything else. So we can look at daily transactions limit on like just on that side, which pharmacies will be doing around 1,000 to 5, maybe 1,000 to 2,000 daily transaction limit. We could see that. So it will be really good. In for the future, I'm working on one partnership. I can't really say anything about it, but if we will get that, it will be really, really huge for Hydro. It's also related to medical health industry, and I'm still working for that. I don't know if I have the liberty to say anything more about it, so I would just keep it short there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very nice. I understand. Picking some questions, I have one here on the chat session. It said, what are main issues Hydro still facing since its launch in 2018, which stopping it became top 20 project in present crypto DeFi era? So I think it's that clearly. So what are main issues Hydro still facing since its launch in 2018, which stopping it become top 20 projects in present crypto DeFi era? So I believe he's
What?
trying to ask what are the challenges that is facing that is stopping it to becoming first 20 DeFi projects. This from
So
Jim.
you want me to answer that question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe. So we have
Yeah, go on.
identified 2 main issues. One of them is actually the layer one that we're currently on, Ethereum. It has grown in ways that were hard to foresee in 2018, especially when we're talking about gas fees and gas limits. It makes it very hard to develop user-friendly and cheap products on top of this layer one. So this is actually the main issue that we want to address with our foundation and solve, basically. So that's why we are bringing Hydro protocols to multiple chains, starting with Binance Smart Chain. And also, the other main issue that we have identified is related to the supply, which we think is way too high. So we would like the community to help us devise all of that in an election. So I don't want to talk too much about it because we will be announcing everything next week on Monday. But basically, we have a strategy on how to reduce the supply without affecting any of the existing infrastructure. This will greatly augment the utility in the ecosystem, as we will be able to use our dApps in ways that are basically not possible at the moment. So those are the two main issues we have identified during our 7 months here developing products on top of the Hydro protocols that we will be solving this year. So yeah, I think that answers the question.
Yes, there's another question here. Olufemi, I hope you are keeping a record. Do you have access to our Facebook to check some of the questions there? That I will be
No,
reading them out. Maybe you could
no,
check
I don't have
CoinNewsExtra. I'll be checking some of the, I'll be picking some questions there. So, but here, this one is here on Emit. He said, from Charles K. He said, Hydro is a decentralized ecosystem that secure identity of blockchain. How do you go past blockchain problem of scalability? And with the high cost of blockchain implementation, are users charged for using the ecosystem?
So that basically leads us into the two main issues that we have identified, one of them being scalability, which is why we have chosen to deploy on multiple chains and basically become a multi-chain ecosystem. And also why we have chosen Polkadot to be one of those ecosystems to deploy the Hydro protocols within. So the parachains, Moonbeam and Plasm, they allow for a lot more scalability in terms of throughput, in terms of transactions per second, and in terms of gas fees, because basically they would allow us to subsidize a big part of the smart contract interaction, so that you would only have to pay for it with Hydro tokens to interact with the smart contracts. There will be no gas fees or anything like that. So this is something that we have been working towards solving, and hence why we have chosen more modern technical solutions for our protocols.
Okay, that's nice. I have some questions here. Let me look at Facebook. Like this one from Jeremiah Akachi. So, what are the expectations we have about hydro price, at least in the first 6 months of the year? Sorry if it seems like all my questions have money connotations, but yeah, that's what value really is. Let me read more about it. I am heavily invested in the hydro project. Yeah, I mean opportunity cost. So that's a question from Facebook. What are the expectations we're having about this project? It's talking about price. I don't know what you have about that.
So is he talking about future price? What our
Yes.
expectations are? I'm not sure how
Exactly.
much we
Can you
should
tell
be.
me the name of the person that asked the question? The name.
Jeremiah Akache.
Okay.
So I have another question here. Water is life is from Mike Micro. So Mike Macro, he said water is life, hydro is financial life. This quote caught my attention towards Project Hydro. So how do one benefit financially the DeFi nature of hydro?
Do you want to take this, Sara?
Okay, yeah. So as you guys know, what Hydro is to secure the identity and security of user, and especially in the transactions as well. So what we want to do, like I told you before on my first answer, that I want Hydro to be more than just a security for user, security for platform. I want it to be an unbanked solution where banking isn't available. That's why it was my thought to release the remittance app as well as Hydro loans. So both of them are solving real world issues. Like remittance, it will be much cheaper price. Users will be able to send money anywhere, anytime, without worrying that it will go like maybe next day, or without worrying about the fee, that it will be like 5 to 10% fee. So will this will be solving that issue. And with the Hydro loans, what we thought about, that in starting we'll be having partnership with the universities. So the thing is, the students, they take loans from bank, and bank charges them a lot of interest. So what we thought, there is too much money in the DeFi. Why don't we connect both of them? Why don't we just put the lenders to the borrowers? And that way both of them can solve each other's issue. And even the interest that they'll pay, it will be much less, and students can take care of themselves. They don't have like they don't have to worry about like that they have to pay too much amount to the banks. You know how banks work though. So yeah, so that's what we thought. That's how it will solve the financial issues.
Okay, let me see. That's all for Facebook. Let me see if I'll take another one from Emmet here. He said, this one is from Barry Brains. He said, being a decentralized ecosystem, it entails that there is complete transparency. How do you privatize data stored by users? And what are your basic market strategies? How do you plan to reach mass audience and remain relevant in the evolving space? So these
So
are
let's split that question up into two. So I can take the one about how to prioritize data stores by users, and Stephen can take the one about basic market strategies, I feel.
Yes.
So the first question comes down to the layer one that you're using, if it's a public blockchain or not, basically. We are not using CryptoNote by any means, so none of the data that is secured by the Hydro protocols are encrypted using ring signatures or anything like that. It is all stored on Ethereum for now, which is a public blockchain where all of the data is basically auditable. But also, it is possible to encrypt the extra data that is stored so that it can't be fully transparent. So I think that is the best answer to that question. The layer one will actually be in charge of the actual storage of that data. So it pertains to the technical specifications of that blockchain, which is something that we have also considered when choosing blockchains. So yeah, I think that answers that. So Stephen?
okay. Let me see if I will see other questions here.
Okay, let me just take the
Okay.
Yeah, let Stephen answer
yeah,
the
let
market
me take
question.
that. In order to the market, we have some certain strategies being planned out by the marketing team, and currently we are looking into the inbound social media strategy. We are looking into the inbound marketing strategy, and that's just creating content that will attract product users, that will attract community members, that will attract investors to Hydro, rather than hiring marketers, paying them, or vying for their attention in order to promote or publicize Hydro. So Also, we are looking into the outbound marketing strategy, but that's quite expensive for us at the moment because they tend to ask for too much money, and we can't really pay that because we never had any ICO or crowdfunding or anything like that. You get. So the next one is, how do you plan to reach mass audience? Okay, how to plan to reach mass audience? Actually, currently we've onboarded certain number of people named Growth Squad to promote Hydro, share our updates, and also probably bring some partnerships for us. And they're really working hard. Yeah, they're really working hard for now. So we hope to achieve mass audience, global adoption, and also gain the traction we deserve through all these strategies. Yeah, let me give you a cool hint. Yeah, this Q1 2021 will be having a writing contest, and we hope that will really go a long way. We'll release some topics to community members and other, public to write about us, and yeah, that could really help us, to gain the traction we deserve. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I hope that answers the question very well. This one is from Elite. So, what makes Project Hydro unique and stand out among other good crypto projects? And are you guys looking into mass education and empowerment? If yes, where and what steps are you guys taking?
So are you calling the question from Facebook?
No, this from Elite here. I'm calling from Elite.
Okay, what's the name of the
Hmm,
person, please?
yeah,
Elite, Elite.
Okay. Yeah, I got it now.
Mhm.
can you please repeat the question? I didn't really get
Okay.
it.
Okay, what makes Project Hydro unique and stand out among other good crypto projects?
Ah.
And are you guys looking into mass education and empowerment? If yes, where and what steps are you guys taking?
Yeah, well, it all relates a lot to what I've already been discussing a lot about the multi-chain switch, basically our escrow that will allow us to be on top of multiple chains to leverage our protocols there and build cheaper dApps, basically. That will be easier for developers to actually make money from as well, because some of the layer ones that we have selected actually awards smart contract developers with part of the block rewards when their contracts are interacted with. So that has been a huge focus for us in this research, actually, to choose an ecosystem that will allow developers to thrive within the ecosystem and to avoid any unnecessary friction, basically. So that is, I would say, that is a core strategy in our multi-chain idea, basically. I'm sorry, can you please repeat the last part of the question? Because I kind of didn't hear it in the beginning.
Hello?
Yeah, the last part of the question.
Yeah, it's
I didn't really
asking
get
if
it in the
Okay,
first.
are there other plans on and okay, I've got this is another question that I'm trying to read. Okay, say
can I go on?
empowerment. Is are you guys looking into mass education and empowerment? If yes, where and what steps are you guys?
Yeah, I think I basically answered that with the selection of the layer ones, because we don't, part of all of this is also not having to learn a lot of difficult programming languages in order to actually deploy a D application on top of the Hydra protocols. So say, for instance, if you want to make a pull request with a D application to our Snowflake store, that shouldn't have to be unnecessarily hard. Like, you should be able to do the front end in basic React and then do the back end in basic Solidity, which is a core focus of us for us at the moment. This all ties up into our initiative to actually expand the ecosystem of developers. So yeah, I think they all they walk hand in hand a little bit. So apart from all of these documentations that are for all of these layer ones. We will, of course, also provide documentation for how to deploy in the dApp store once it is at a stable release on the Binance Smart Chain, and also like how you're supposed to start building dApps and stuff like that. That will also be promoted by the growth squad as well, so that we may have a lot of like indie developers coming into the ecosystem, apart from all of the partner developing firms that we gave out grants to. So I would say the focus is heavily on bringing in all of these indie developers, especially with I would call it a move from Ethereum, even though we're keeping the actual ERC20 token so that it may be traded on exchanges and so forth. But in terms of developing on the mainnet on Ethereum, it is very hard to actually test out all of the D applications without burning through a lot of Ethereum. And as Ethereum is skyrocketing in price at the moment, I don't see any indie or junior developers even bothering trying to deploy a D application on the mainnet. Maybe on their testnet, but what means that serve if it's not on the mainnet? So
Yeah. I just want to add something. So what makes Hydro unique is whatever we are doing is without any money. We are broke, to be honest. So whatever we achieved is without any money. So we are like, you could say, there are so many less projects in this crypto field that haven't never had really any ICO or any crowdfunding. Most of them have like really, really good money. We don't. And we just have, a really good loyal community and really good team. And that's what makes us unique. As well as beside that, if I have to talk about our platform, our protocols are like all of them are totally different but interconnected with each other, which gives us option to go for every field that we want to. It doesn't have to be only security, it doesn't have to be only financial field. It can be work for every field there is, even for healthcare, even for retail, like every field you can think of, it can work for that. So that's what makes Hydro unique. That's what I believe, though.
That's very nice. The
Yeah,
uniqueness of Project Hydro. So I see.
just
Okay, do you want to add something?
just like water, hydro, we are everywhere in the world.
Yes, yes. So I have another question here. He say it's from Slick Sally. He say, "Hello team. Not everyone will be building on the Hydro network. The new Hydro wallet is great because users can stake and hold Hydro on earning for the community, like farming with Hydro and all."
like,
Hello.
yeah, I kind of missed half of the question because it lagged because of bad internet connection.
Okay, let me come
Yeah.
again. Yeah, let me come again. You say, hello team. Not everyone will build on the Hydro network. The new Hydro wallet is great because users can stake and hold Hydro. Are there other plans on earning for the community, like farming with Hydro and all?
As of now, we don't have any concrete plans on implementing like a farming solution or anything like that. As we previously stated, our main focus will be on this multi-chain switch. I think that will bring a lot of attention to our ecosystem, actually. So no, not any farming apart from the actual staking that we have
Yeah,
built into our web wallets.
yeah. I just want to add something to it. Yeah, there is no farming coming, but users, like I said, the idea that I told you about hydro loans, if they want to do, lending to the people who want to borrow, they can earn interest from that. That's the only thing that I can think of, like on top of my mind.
Yeah,
That's the only way they
Yeah,
can.
yeah,
Yeah.
And
it's true. That would also
and
work.
going on the Binance Smart Chain will be really great for us. So definitely we can be able to look into liquidity pools, provide liquidity and then to earn hydro tokens. So that's a kind of way or a kind of system that is close to farming. Yeah. So you should expect
But
that from us.
I think the most important one to remember is the development. If you develop on top of Hydra, we can reward you with grants. And as I stated, once we've launched on Plasm and Moonbeam, all of the smart contracts that are used on that platform will receive a part of the block reward, which will go directly to the developer that deployed that contract. So we have no hand in that. It's a function of their blockchains, basically. So that is also a way to earn within the ecosystem, is to deploy the applications and have them being used, basically.
Okay. This one is on chat. It's already Michael Ume. It's like I already asked this question when I was asking you guys question. Any plans of integrating gamification and NFT to the project Hydro?
Yeah, as I alluded to previously, yeah, we do have plans on building blockchain games that are based on NFTs, but the user experience that we are after at the moment is currently not available in the Ethereum ecosystem. We're looking for something a little bit faster and cheaper, but also reliable so that you can count on your collectibles being stored properly. So I can't really elaborate on the plans that we currently have because they are in a very, very early alpha stage. But as soon as this, basically all of this migration thing is done with the multi-chains, we will surely be looking to expand our Snowflake store with tons of games and the applications for a lot of everyday use cases, basically.
Interesting. I don't think there are other questions that I can pick here now. So in case if you like this project, if questions are coming in, I'll pick for the meantime. I don't see any other questions. So in case you are with us here, you can also Stephen. You could let them know your social media handles if you like this project, Project Hydro. Maybe Stephen you could let them know your social media handles where they can follow you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use the chat box so it will be easier for everyone to see.
Okay, okay, maybe that would be great. I would, also, if you want to get maybe this video, the replay, you could check us on YouTube. So just search at CoinNewsExtra, you will get us. And also Facebook, we also streaming live on Facebook. So just search at CoinNewsExtra, you also get us. Just check us out on every of our social media handles at CoinNewsExtra. You'll see us there to stay updated about what is happening in this ecosystem. So, Stephen, are you ready? I don't think. Let me see if I will take any other question from here. Is there any other one here? This one is from Fadundun Samuel. He said, "What's an alternative for Hydro Wallet?" I guess that will be our last question. Then we'll
Well,
move on.
that kind of depends on what type of assets you want to store. But if you want to store purely hydro, there are tons of alternatives. More of them, some of them are secure, some of them are not really secure. But basically, every Ethereum wallet that is compatible with ERC20 tokens is able to store Hydro. So you could use my Ether wallet, my crypto. I think Trust token is Trust wallet is pretty popular. I think Coinomi is also working clever as well. I saw a really nice UI from them actually when they implemented Hydro tokens there. So basically, as long as it is an Ethereum private and public key, you can store the ERC20 token Hydro there. But if you want all of the extra security, you should use the Hydro wallets.
That's very nice. So you could check out the Hydro wallet, another of the wallet that he has mentioned. So, Lifemi, are you with us so that we'll get the winners?
think he's having some connection issues.
Olufemi, is he with us? He's the one that is. Okay, while we wait for him, let me see if there are other questions coming in. Then we'll be answering it.
Yeah, but one thing to remember about wallets, if you're using like my Ether wallet or my crypto online, always check if it's the correct URL so that no one is trying to basically phish your account in any way. That make sure that it's the correct URL basically, and never expose your private keys or your private seeds to anyone online. I've noticed an uptake in all of these kinds of phishing scams relating to wallets, so please do take care, people out there. I prefer to use MetaMask as well instead of my crypto or my Ether wallet. But I think the Aegir wallet is the securest option if you want to remedy most of these problems.
That's very nice. Olufemi, we are waiting for you to get our winners for today's event. I don't know what's going on.
Let me ping him.
Maybe we could reach out to him, I don't know, so that we'll be able to get our winners. So while we wait for him to come, maybe we could maybe look at what how things we could get across, how our audience could get to you guys. Maybe Carl, you could tell them briefly about yourself, so that we'll keep them.
What's there to tell, man? I'm a Swedish front-end developer, also a professional disc golfer. I play a lot of disc golf in my spare time. Traveled the world doing that. And
Yeah, you can
also,
check him out on YouTube. He does have a lot of videos. Yeah.
and I also have another crypto project as well, Kryptokrona, which is basically a privacy coin for the Swedish market, because Sweden is having some issues with introducing a centralized cryptocurrency instead of cash. So yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
that's
But
that's
literally, it's
basically
like,
what I'm working with.
Yeah, let me
Sorry.
give.
literally, it's here.
Oh no,
But
Steven is back.
we are waiting for you to get our winners for today.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was preparing that. So the first, we actually have 8 questions that we answered. So I will be announcing the 8 persons now. Jerry
How
Telegram,
many winners are we expecting? How
eight,
many
eight,
winners?
eight.
Oh, how are you going to share the prize?
Well, I don't know if there are more questions. We can still go on to pick two more.
Maybe we can share no other questions. Maybe you go ahead and announce the winners.
Well, there is someone. Oh, okay. He has gotten an option. Sorry. Okay, yeah. So we'll be sharing $10 each to each winners. Yeah. So that makes it $80.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. The first winner is Jerry Telegram at DACO CKO3. He asked about challenges right from 2018 to now. So there is Charles K, CNE promoter. Then we have 2 questions from Facebook. The first one is Jeremiah Akachi. The first question is from Jeremiah Akachi. Then the second question is from Michael. Yeah. Then the fifth question is from Berry Brains. She was asking about the basic market strategies and co. Then we have a question from Elite Owaeri. Then another question from Slick Sally and another from Michael Ume. So those mentioned should send their hydro address to my Telegram channel. Yes, you can see it
Now,
there.
that's ERC20 wallet.
Yes, yes. Hydro ERC20 wallet.
Just send your ERC wallet. How are they sending it to you? Maybe it could be better to have it here.
Well, having it here might be quite difficult for me to start copying and pasting.
Okay, for the winners, congratulations.
I
Please
think
try
it
to
will
reach out.
be I think it will be better here because there are so many scammers on Telegram. You can't really trust anyone.
Yes,
I'm sorry,
true.
I'm not saying anyone is scammer here, but it just so many people impersonate so
Maybe,
many,
maybe if you put it in the live chat and take
yeah, that
if
will
we
be
can get
better.
a transcript or something
Hmm.
of the live
Hmm.
chat.
Yeah, can I get the transcript of the live chat?
I don't know. I don't know for this. I can't assure that it is a new platform, so I don't really
Oh,
know
okay.
if I'll be there. So what we do? Maybe they could drop their wallets here. The winners are with us here, so let them drop their wallets. Drop your ERC wallet so that you can locate them. This platform is still on, so we'll be able to get the winners. So whoever doesn't drop his or her wallets here stand the risk of losing it. So if you are with us, if you are one of our winners, please drop your wallet here at the maybe question and answer or chat session, wherever.
So
So
you're
just
getting those on Telegram, right? I
what?
mean,
No, they can. They are on here. They could send it here.
I mean those
Those
on
on
Facebook.
okay, those on Facebook. Let them drop it on Facebook too. Facebook is
Okay,
easier. We could go back and see it on Facebook.
okay, okay. Yeah,
So
you
if you
can drop
join us
your.
on Facebook, if you heard your name, just drop your ERC wallet. Any ERC wallet can receive hybrid. So is that okay?
Yes, but actually, I haven't seen anyone. Okay, the first person, Michael Ume, he has dropped his wallet.
Let's just give them just wait 2 minutes, less 2 minutes to drop their wallet. So whoever doesn't drop his or her wallet, even those of them joining us from Facebook, please drop your wallet on Facebook. We'll get across to you. So it's been an amazing time out with this amazing project and the team members. So I really appreciate this wonderful session to explaining. It has been really been an interactive session explaining what Project Hydro is. So in case you have other questions, I know Olufemi will be dropping their social media handles so that they will be joining them to ask more questions, or you reach out to us at CoinNewsExtra, so we'll connect you to them. So thank you very much. Thank you, Carl, for joining us today.
One,
Thank,
two, three.
thank you, Sarab. Sarab, thank you very much.
Thank you for having us here. It's always amazing to be back here.
Yeah, Olufemi, thank you very much. So while we wait for our winners to drop their ERC wallets, and I congratulate them, everybody's a winner. Congratulations. So we are still waiting for the ERC wallets. So they are coming in. I hope you are getting them.
Yes, yeah. I'm on a three, the third one now.
Okay. How many have you gotten now? How many people have dropped?
I've gotten three, but I guess those that have dropped are more than three, so I'll get them now.
I see there are more wallets here. I could see one, two, three, four, five, six, about six wallets are here. So the remaining two should be on Facebook. We'll check Facebook and get the remaining two. So have you gotten all of them?
Almost done.
Okay. It has really been an interesting session. So those of you joining us for your latest information news about blockchain cryptocurrency, you can reach us to CoinNewsExtra. Our website is www.coinnewsextra.com. You can check us out on all social media at CoinNewsExtra.
Who is Fadon Samuel? Like, I didn't see your name in my list, but you dropped your wallet. Are you trying to tease me?
The other ones coming. Just just check how many have you been able to get? Maybe whoever doesn't drop his wallet here.
Yeah,
Many
what
people that
the issue is that those that didn't win are actually dropping
Oh,
wallets.
yeah,
sorry
you
guys,
have
but
the names. You have
sorry,
the
sorry
names. Check
guys,
the names.
but me and Saurav need to drop off, so you
Yeah,
and Steven can
we
handle
have
this
come
stuff.
to
I
yeah,
just
we have
wanted to
come to
say
the
thank you for having us. Thanks for all the question. Awesome community. Look forward to Monday. Saurav, want to say something?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you guys for having us again. It was really, really amazing to see a community here and asking us questions. It's always amazing. And I'm sorry we have to go. We have another meeting. So we would have loved to stick here. Thank you.
Thank you. We have already come to the end of the program, so we are trying to get the winners. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
So have you gotten all the names, all the ERC wallets?
Yes, I guess I've gotten about four valid uh persons here. Okay,
Please,
wait.
if you're
Let me get for Charlie K.
okay. Any other one? So whoever, if you're a winner, please drop your ERC wallet. So how many have you been able to get?
Just five. Just five valid winners.
So Facebook is just remaining one person, just one person. To go, we have to go. We have another program at the top of the hour. So the maybe.
Actually, there is no more. There is no more. So anyone that couldn't really send it to our wallet here can just DM me on Telegram. Yes, with proof.
Okay,
Try and take
okay, okay,
and send it to me. Without a proof, you
okay.
cannot.
Okay, thank you very much. It has been an amazing time. And thank you, Femi. Thank you, our wonderful audience. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm really glad to be here. Thanks for having me here. I really appreciate it.
Okay. Bye bye. Yeah.